video we have designed save API. Now in this video we are going to design some remaining API, which is show the product, delete the product, update the product. So let's start now. Okay, so for showing the product, what we can do is we can write one method which is public, and we have to return those data into the sum of the page, right? And then after, what we have to do is, let's say the method name is get all data. Okay, and then after we can open and close. There is nothing parameter we have to take, so it should be a get mapping. It's going to give the data. Okay, so I can say this is the get mapping or get data. Okay, get all data, yeah, get data, that is good enough. Okay, in name is fine. And then after, from product service, you can create one methods like get all data, and they will return all those data to you. So what we have to receive is like we have to receive all those data, and then after we have to save those data into the our one page, and the model attribute, and then we can send finally to our page. Okay, so what we can do is we can save those data as a list, and list of the product we can say. So let's import the product list first. So list of the product, and get is already not created, so let's say give the name called products, and this, let's create these methods in the service classes. Okay, in the service classes, what we can do is simply we can call the repository class. Okay, which is nothing but product repository, and find all, so we can get all those data, and it will return those data to us, and those data we can utilize basically. Okay, so let's go to the controllers, and in the controllers, what we can do is we can create one model object, models, and from that we can add those data into the one of the models. So model dot add attribute, and I will give the name called products, products, and this is the all products. And finally I will return those particular products on some page, so I will return those into the product page basically. Okay, so this data will move to the product page basically. So I can get all those data, and then after in the product page I will display those all products. Okay, clear? Next method we have to write, which is nothing but delete. Okay, so we can write like public strings, and then after delete by id. Okay, and we can take any id from the users, and then we can delete it, right? And once you delete, we have to refresh those pages, otherwise we can redirect to those pages. So we can just write empty here as of now. So this is the delete by id, and one more methods I'm going to write, which is nothing but public string update product by id. So we can update the product also by id. So we can take one id from the users, and based on that we can update those product. Okay, and then after again we can send to the same products only. So this method which we have to design, as of now it's not designed, so let me mention at the rate delete mapping. Otherwise we can go with the, it's going to delete the data, so we can go with the post mapping or delete mapping, anything, right? So we can take those things, and we can write simply I will go with the get mapping. Okay, get mapping, and here I will just try to delete slash, and we can read one id as a parameters, so which is nothing but id. and those parameters I will read here. So we can say at the rate path variables, and in the path variables we can receive those id as a strings value, or what are the value we want to convert it, we can do it. So just give the id, and here we can convert it easily, which is nothing but int id. And after that, based on the given id, we can delete our data into the particular database. How? So we can do it easily. So for that also we have to create one method into the service class. So let's write here product service dot delete by id, and we can pass this id. It will not return anything else as of now, just create the methods. Okay, and once it is deleted, how it will delete? So for deleting purpose, what we can do is we can write product repository dot delete by id. So here you can see some methods, delete by id, and here you can simply pass those id. It will delete those particular records from the db. Okay, come back to controllers. Our delete api is also designed. Okay, in the same way you can design put mapping also. Okay, so let's go with the put mapping, and here you can say just update get those id, and try to use this one only. Okay, receive those id. After receiving those id, you have to update those data. So along with id, you have to take some model attribute also, right? Because some object also we have to take. So we can write model model attribute, and you can pass here something called product object, product, products. Why it's not giving? At the rate model attribute, at the rate model attribute product, products, and then after we can pass this product to our service, and from the service we can try to delete this product. Normally I am going to design those api, but at the high levels we can do lots of the validations, lots of the try catch, lots of the handling the errors, so that we cannot get any exception at the runtimes. Okay, so those things also we have to handle it, but as of now I'm not handling all those things. Just I'm writing product service dot update product by id. Okay, and here we can send those id. Once it is update, we can update it. So update product by id, let's create these methods here. Okay, and then after what we can do is we can check like if this product is available or not. So product repository dot find by id, find by id, we can find those particular objects, it's available in the db or not. If it is availables, okay, products, then what we can do is we can check, okay, if p is present, okay, then only you have to update those data. So we can do like p dot. Okay, one more things also we need here, which is those product. So we can write product, okay, and from that place also we have to pass it, okay, from the controllers. So go to these methods, and here you can write something called product, okay, let's remove it and just save it, go back. Here we got those products basically. Once we got the product, we can set those data into the product. So product dot set, what are the data you want to set? So we can write p equal to, we can create one new products basically. Product p equal to new product, right? And in this new product p temp, we can p temp, we can set all those data, set descriptions, reading from new products, okay? And otherwise we can get those data also basically, okay? So but anyhow we have to create those. So let's go with that. And here we can write something called p dot get. So we can get those product, and in that product we can update those data basically. So we can update the descriptions dot get descriptions, or maybe ptemp dot set id, we can't change it, product name we can't change it, price name also we can change. So we can write product dot get name, and product ptemp dot set price. So price also we can update whatever the data we got from the UI, we can take those price and we can put it. And then after ptemp dot set quantity, so quantity also you can take from the users, product dot get quantity. And once all those things are done, finally we have to save this data into the database. So we can write product repository dot save, and again we can save this entire ptemp data into the database, okay? This is the concept which we have to follow. If you got any errors, we have to handle it, okay? So as of now I'm going to just display product not updated. It will display on the console only, okay? Product not updated. So this is the one basic logic which I have prepared to update the project, okay? So our this 3 API is also designed properly. What we have to do now? What we have to do is we have to take the data from the users and do all those operations. So we have a product page, right? After delete also we have to go to the product page only, but we can go with the redirect, okay? And next thing is product only, and this page we have to design basically add product page, okay? So this product page we can design basically in the good way, so that it will look like one forms, and we can develop it. So how we can develop? Basically we can take the help of the bootstrap, right? So go to the bootstrap, and you can take from here form control, okay? Otherwise we already have some form control, okay? Form controls. So this is the one of the basic form controls. Let's go to the overview. So this is the form controls. So let's copy this and go to your codes, and let's try to remove this, all those things. But before going to design those forms, I'm saying first take the headers, like headers is required. So let's go to the home page and take all those data first, and then after the name bars we have to design this add product page, right? So what we can do is basically here in this div we can keep those forms, not these forms, basically this particular forms. So now come back, and inside this div you can put all those data, and here we can change those data, like we don't want email id, right? So we can say like this is not an email, this is the text, and this is something called name. Okay, and form controllers, this is the product name, product name, and then after this is also name. Email help, not a email help, it's just a name, and help I don't want. Okay, so let's remove it, and this is the aerial descriptions, that is fine. So this is the product names, which is text. Next, what do we need? We don't want any password or some things, so let's remove it. We need these forms, and in the same way we need some multiple fields. Okay, let's format it, and product name, product description. Okay, product, product description, then after product price, then after we can take something field called quantity we have taken, right? So product quantity description, description descriptions. So name, description, price, quantity, that is good enough to represent the forms. And finally we have a add button, add product. So through that we can add those product basically into the database. After that we can do all those things. Okay, and this is nothing but one container. So class containers. Okay, remaining things we can design, otherwise we can go inside the forms and we can write here h3 add product space. Okay, and now if you try to access this space basically, so how we can access it? So for access this space we have to we have to go from the product page. Okay, so after product page only you can access this page. So if you go to the product page, I'm going to give you one anchor link, add product here. Okay, so with the help of that anchor link only you can access those particular products. Okay, so I will give here something called add product link, and here I will mention like th colon href, right? So th colon href, and I will give the path basically add product page. So we can go to this particular page basically. Okay, and if you want to write some class, then we can write class btn, and btn is nothing but success or primary. This is the colors, so we can give the color, but while clicking on that we have to move to that page. So for that also we have to handle inside the controllers. So let's go to this page, public string get product page, right? And for that we have to handle it. So it's a get mapping, and we'll just give get product page, and from here we can return those page name. Okay, so what is the page name? Add product page. Okay, that's it. So now what we can do is, now we can go and log in your applications. So let's go and log in your application, try to refresh this page. So let's give the prints and 1 2 3, try to log in it. You are able to log in, and finally we are in the product page. And once you click on the add product, you can go to the add product page. Here you can provide the product name, product description, product price, product quantity, and finally you can add those product, and those product will be saved into the database. Okay, and then after if you go to the back and see the project, you can see all those things. So those things we are going to design to the next video. Okay, thank you so much for these videos.